By the end of this video, you'll understand why your mind just won't switch off, and you'll feel calmer simply from knowing this. Have you ever laid in bed at night, replaying a conversation from days ago, wondering if you said the wrong thing, imagining every possible way things could go wrong? If that sounds familiar, hear this first. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not broken. You are not defective. You are not too much. You are human. And in this video, I'm going to show you the real reason your mind keeps looping and why understanding this alone can begin to quiet your thoughts. Most people think overthinking is just who they are. They say, I'm just an anxious person, or I'm wired this way, or it's just my personality. But that isn't true. Overthinking is not a personality trait. It is a learned mental habit, and the good news is habits can be changed. Think about it. Your brain learned to overthink through repetition, which means your brain can learn something new. When you believe something is just your personality, you feel stuck, powerless. But when you realize it's a habit, you gain your power back. Your brain literally reshapes itself based on what you practice. This is key. Most people don't realize this. Your brain does not learn from what you want. It learns from what you repeat. If you repeat panic, your brain builds panic pathways. If you repeat checking your phone, your brain builds checking pathways. If you repeat seeking reassurance from others, your brain builds a dependence on reassurance. But here's the empowering part. If you repeat calming responses, your brain builds calming pathways. This is a real process called neural conditioning. You are not stuck with the brain you have right now. You are actively training the brain you will have in the future. Every small moment you choose to respond differently, you are rewiring your future self. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not an instant fix. But it is permanent. Most people try to stop overthinking using willpower, but willpower is weak and patterns are strong. We don't fight patterns, we replace them, and that's what this work is really about. It's not about becoming perfect or never having a negative thought again. It's about gradually becoming someone whose default response is calm instead of panic. That future version of you is being built, one small repetition at a time. And right now, you've been practicing worry, not because you chose to, but because your brain thinks it's protecting you. Your brain was originally designed to keep you alive, not necessarily to make you happy. A long time ago, constantly thinking about danger, like a lion hiding in the bushes, literally saved our ancestors' lives. Today, the danger isn't lions. It's thoughts like, what if I fail this presentation? What if I mess up on the date? What if they judge me? What if something bad happens? Your brain treats these thoughts like life or death emergencies, not because they're actually true, but because they feel uncertain. And uncertainty activates your brain's survival system. So your mind starts searching, scanning, replaying, and analyzing every little detail. It's not doing this to hurt you. It's doing it to keep you safe from a perceived threat. Once you truly understand this, the self-blame begins to fade. Your mind is not your enemy. It is an overprotective bodyguard that just hasn't updated its software in a while. And when you stop fighting your mind and start understanding it, the intensity of the thoughts immediately drops. This is the foundation of stopping overthinking. It's not about forcing silence in your head. It's not about controlling your thoughts. It's about learning how your own system works. Let's try this right now. Just quietly say in your head, my brain is trying to protect me. Take a pause. Most people feel a small softening, a slight release of tension when they do this. That softness matters. It's a start. If nothing changes, overthinking becomes a lifestyle. You miss out on opportunities because you're scared of what might go wrong. You stay awake all night, losing precious sleep. You replay the same moments over and over. Someone once said that overthinking is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't actually move you anywhere. You were not born to sit trapped inside your mind. You were born to live. Let me show you exactly what keeps this habit alive. I call it the mental noise loop. Step 1. A trigger happens. Maybe a friend doesn't reply to your text, or you face a situation at work that feels unclear. Step 2. Your brain senses a threat. The thought pops up. Something might be wrong. Step 3. You start thinking to find safety. You analyze, you predict, you replay conversations. Step 4. Your body reacts to these thoughts. Your chest gets tight. Your shoulders tense up. Step 5. Your brain feels that physical tension and says, "See, I told you something is wrong." And the cycle continues. More thinking leads to more tension, which leads to more thinking. Notice this. The loop starts with uncertainty, not with reality. Most of the things you overthink have not actually happened, but your nervous system reacts as if they have. That's why using logic alone doesn't stop overthinking. This is not a thinking problem at its core. It's a nervous system problem. Think of your nervous system like a smoke detector in your house. A healthy, well-calibrated smoke detector goes off when there's a real fire. But an oversensitive smoke detector, it goes off when you're just making toast. Your overthinking brain is like that oversensitive smoke detector. It's not always accurate, it's just highly sensitive. So, yelling at it, shouting, "Stop! Be quiet! Just calm down," is like yelling at a smoke detector. It doesn't work and only adds to the noise. What does work is lowering the sensitivity, and sensitivity lowers when it feels safe. You have to send your nervous system small signals of safety, things like slow breathing, gentle self-talk, purposefully softening the muscles in your body, simply noticing your thoughts instead of attacking them. This is why being harsh with yourself makes overthinking worse, and being kind to yourself starts to quiet it down. Kindness is not weakness. Kindness is regulation. The calmer you treat your system, the calmer it becomes. This is a law of your biology, not just a motivational quote. So instead of asking, "How do I stop these thoughts?" start asking a better question. How do I calm the system that is producing them? The next time you feel yourself starting to spiral, just try naming what's happening. Say to yourself, "This is the mental noise loop." No arguing with it, no trying to fix it, just naming it. Naming creates distance, distance creates space, and space creates relief. If your mind feels loud and chaotic, remember, you are not broken, you are overprotected. Your brain has two main systems, the emotional brain, which is fast and reactive, and the logical brain, which is slow and rational. Overthinking happens when the emotional brain panics and drags your logical brain into investigating imaginary emergencies. Your mind isn't trying to hurt you, it's just desperately trying to prevent future pain. Most overthinking is really just fear wearing a thinking costume. It's fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of making the wrong choice. When you learn to regulate the fear, the thoughts naturally weaken. Let's do a small practice right now. Ask yourself, what emotion is driving this thought spiral? Name it. Is it fear, uncertainty, insecurity? Now let's reset for just 10 seconds. Soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, take a slow breath in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 and breathe out for 4. Now tell your brain, we are safe right now. The thoughts may still be there, but they can feel more like cars passing by outside your house. You are the house. You don't have to run out into the street and chase the traffic. You can simply watch it pass from the safety of your living room. That's what it feels like to observe your thoughts instead of being trapped inside them. For example, someone I worked with would spiral every time she got a text that just said, "Call me when you're free." Her mind would immediately jump to, "I'm in trouble." But nothing had actually happened. There was only uncertainty. Once she learned to label the feeling, "This is fear," her spirals dramatically reduced, not because her life changed, but because her response to it did. You don't need to become a whole new person. You don't need to fix yourself. You simply need to understand your own system. Our book, How to Stop Overthinking teaches you exactly how to do this, step by step. That calm, centered version of you already exists. It's just buried under all the noise. Our book helps you gently uncover it. Freedom isn't about having a perfectly empty mind. It's about having a mind that feels safe, a mind that doesn't scare you. When your system feels safe, the thoughts lose their power and just become background noise. Remember, it's not the thought itself that causes suffering. It's your relationship to the thought. Change that relationship, and your entire experience of life changes. You can get the full step-by-step guide by using the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Subscribe for more relief-based guidance, and feel free to move to the next video in this series when you're ready. You deserve a quieter mind. Thanks for watching.